Hey everyone, welcome back to Unique Old Coins. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln Memorial pennies. These small, everyday coins could be hiding some surprising value, so let's explore which ones to look out for and why they might be worth more than just 1 cent. The Lincoln Memorial penny was first minted in 1959, replacing the wheat penny that had been in circulation since 1909. This change marked the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Frank Gasparro, the coin's reverse features the iconic Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., with Lincoln himself visible in the now. Let's talk about some key dates and mint marks you should be aware of. While most Lincoln Memorial pennies are only worth face value, there are exceptions. Starting with 1959, the first year of the Lincoln Memorial penny, coins from this year can be worth more in higher grades. Look for the D mint mark for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. A 1959 D penny in mint state can be worth around $50,000 next. The 1969 S penny is particularly valuable if it exhibits the double die obverse error. This rare variety can fetch. First, a little background on the Lincoln Memorial penny. This design was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and replaced the wheat penny design. On the obverse, we have the familiar bust of Lincoln, and on the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial. Now, let's talk about coin grading. Grading is crucial in determining the value of a coin. The condition of a penny can range from poor to mint state, and each grade can significantly affect the coin's market value. To help you better understand, let's examine some examples. Here's a Lincoln Memorial penny in good condition. Notice the significant wear on Lincoln's hair, and the memorial details are almost smooth. Contrast that with a very fine example, where the details are much clearer, though there's still some wear on the high points. Now, let's look at an about uncirculated penny. This coin has minimal wear, and you can see the details in Lincoln's beard, and the lines of the memorial columns are still sharp. Finally, a mint state coin, which looks almost as if it just left the mint, with a bright, lustrous finish and no signs of centennial of the Lincoln cent. The U.S. Mint issued 4 different reverse designs depicting different aspects of Lincoln's life. These designs showcased Lincoln's birth and early childhood in Kentucky, his formative years in Indiana, his professional life in Illinois, and his presidency in Washington. Finally, in 2010, the reverse design was changed again to the Union Shield, which represents Lincoln's role in preserving the United States as a single, united country. This design by Lyndall Bass features a shield with 13 stripes and a scroll with the inscription E pluribus unum, symbolizing unity from many states. Collecting Lincoln Memorial pennies can be a rewarding hobby. While most are still only worth face value, certain key dates, mint marks, and errors can be quite valuable. Always check your change. You never know when you might find a hidden gem. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the Lincoln Memorial penny offers a fascinating glimpse into American history and numismatics. So, next time you come across one of these pennies, take a closer look. You're holding a piece of history in your hands, anywhere from $30,000 to over $100,000 depending on its condition. The doubling is most noticeable in the date, and the word Liberty. First, the 1983 doubled die reverse. This error is found on the back of the coin, and a noticeable doubling can make the coin worth around $250. Similarly, the 1984 doubled ear variety, where Lincoln's ear shows clear doubling, can be worth around $150,000. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to check for wear and tear. Pay attention to high points like Lincoln's cheek and jawline, as well as the steps of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Even a small difference in grade can significantly impact a coin's value. Once you've identified valuable coins, the next step is selling them. You have several options: local coin shops, coin shows, online marketplaces like eBay, or through auction houses. Make sure to take clear, high-quality photos of your coins and provide accurate descriptions. In summary, while most Lincoln Memorial pennies are worth just 1 cent, certain dates, mint marks, errors, and conditions can significantly increase their value. So next time you have some spare change, take a closer look. You might just find a hidden gem. Lincoln cent. The U.S. Mint decided it was time for a change. Out went the wheat stalks, and in came the Lincoln Memorial. Designed by Frank Gasparro's design showcased the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, symbolizing Lincoln's enduring legacy. This design wasn't just about honoring Lincoln, it also connected the coin to a tangible and recognizable landmark in Washington, D.C. One of the fascinating aspects of the Lincoln Memorial penny is the hidden details. If you look closely, right between the columns of the memorial, you can actually see a tiny image of the statue of Lincoln. This micro-detailing was quite an achievement for minting technology of the time. The obverse of the coin remained largely unchanged, with Lincoln's bust and the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. However, there were subtle variations in mint marks that collectors look for, like the S mint mark for San Francisco or the D for Denver. Over the years, several variations and errors have made certain Lincoln Memorial pennies highly sought after by collectors. For example, the 1969 S doubled die obverse penny is one of the most famous and valuable errors The Lincoln Memorial penny continued to be minted until 2008. In 2009, too. The Lincoln Memorial penny, first minted in 1959, replaced the earlier wheat penny. The new design commemorated the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and featured the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. This design remained in use until 2008, making it one of the longest-running designs in U.S. Coinage History. In 1961, the United States was in the midst of the Cold War, John F. Kennedy was in the White House, and the country was on the brink of the space race. Amidst all these historical events, millions of Lincoln Memorial pennies were minted, each carrying a small piece of that era's history. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny. On the obverse, we have the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been in use since 1909, marking the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparro. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny representation of the statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, an impressive detail considering the coin's small size. The inscriptions on the obverse include "In God We Trust" above Lincoln's head, "Liberty" to his left, and the date. Another factor to consider is luster. Coins in higher grades should have a natural shine. A dull coin may indicate cleaning or handling, which can decrease its value. Also, look for any signs of damage, like scratches or dents, which can impact grading. Remember, even small differences in condition can mean big differences in value. A mint state 67 Lincoln Memorial penny from 1959, for instance, can be worth hundreds of dollars, whereas the same coin in a lower grade might only be worth a few cents. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the condition and grading of Lincoln Memorial pennies. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, understanding these nuances can help you build a more valuable collection. Our journey begins in 1909, when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This marked the first time a U.S. coin featured a real person's image. The design was the work of sculptor Victor David Brenner. Brenner's design featured a bust of Lincoln on the obverse, or head side, and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. Ins minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those from Denver have a small D mint mark below the date. While there are no major known errors for the 1961 penny, variations in mint marks and minor imperfections can still be of interest to collectors. Keep an eye out for any unusual features or conditions, as these can sometimes increase a coin's value. Now, let's talk about value. The 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny is not particularly rare, as millions were minted that year. However, the value can vary depending on the coin's condition, mint mark, and any unique characteristics it might have. If you come across a 1961 penny with any errors or in pristine condition, it might be worth getting it appraised by a professional to determine its true value. That's it for today's deep dive into the 1961 Lincoln Memorial penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, these small pieces of history can be fascinating and rewarding to explore. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you have any 1961 pennies in your collection or have found any interesting variations, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.